Sunday night reset. I've just put a brand new t-shirt on. Oh, you can... Sorry. There you are. Big up the £4 Matalan t-shirts. Easy peasy, right. We're going to go get a Tesco meal deal, and then we're going to go on our little drive, get some petrol, get a White Monster. Whoa, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous scenes. We've just finished a live stream. We did a couple hours on live. Let's go. See you in the car. We are in the blood car, and look, we've got a notebook, a pen, some headphones, and we're gonna go get a Tesco meal deal and then sit down our favourite little spot, because it is my favourite drive to drive. Like, just driving there is just such a nice drive. I can't explain it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like that. That's my route. Yeah, we just hopped off stream, had a very decent. So we've had a very good 2 days actually. Unfortunately, we weren't able to skate today, but we've got our notebook. We're gonna plan for the week ahead. God, I'm so fucking performative. God. Alt Girls HMU, hit me up for short. Just kidding, don't actually, because I've heard that can be quite stressful. But God, I'm so performative. Low-key, like, the urge to just get like some matcha ting and like some matcha ting, listen to Deftones, wear like some grey sweatpants, go to the gym, trust. Anyway, let's go to Tesco and I'll report back when we've got the bloody meal deal. Right, I didn't record after Tesco. It was quite busy in the car park, so everyone was sort of like, shoo. But I've written down October, week commencing the 20th of October goals. Now, we're going to go through these weekly goals, and then we're just going to cut to the next day, because there's a fucking fuck off twat. Sorry, it got really dark really got really dark really quickly, so I haven't actually recorded what I wanted to record, so we're going to have to leave that for another day. Week commencing 20th of October goals. Now, we've got bench press, 85 kg for 3. Now, this is very doable since I'm doing 80 for 5 for 3 sets. So 85 for 3. It's time to move up in the world. I'd ideally want to get 90 for 2, but I'm not going to ego it, because 90 was quite literally my 1 rep max. So, become live manager. I've applied to join Project Vertical as a live manager, which would be like a freelance managing people that go live. Very interesting, very exciting opportunity, given the chance. So hopefully I've applied for that. I've had a call with Nate. Hopefully I'll get like an interview, or I see something, or something comes from that. I look like a ghost. 19.5k followers. At the time of recording this, we are currently on 18.8. So we need 700 followers, which should be just 2 good streams. I was going to put 20k, but I don't like not hitting goals. But I am very ambitious, so pretty much 20k followers. Post a TikTok every day. It's got to be at least a minute long, and it's got to be talking about something. Whether it's a clip, or whether it's just me waffling or something. I'd like to post a TikTok every day. It can be like a gaming clip, me just waffling for a minute, or anything. Something to do with the gym, day in the life skate vlog, film and post a vlog, which we're kind of doing now. We're filming. So this hopefully will be filmed by Tuesday, and then it will be edited and up by Friday, because I am going to take the longer approach so I can fill the vlogs with more shit. So I think it will be a tradition for us to set goals, come down here on a Sunday. This is the start of the vlog. And then we actually kick off the week. Have a winning trade demo. Should be self-explanatory. Just have a winning trade, and use like correct risk management on a demo, because I don't have any evals open at the minute. My new job, have the induction for that booked. My start date officially is a week today, next Sunday, the 26th of October. But I'm in a WhatsApp group chat, and they were talking about being able to get an email through to book your induction, to go in and sort of just get to know everyone and get to know what you're doing. So I want to have that booked. If not done, that would be good. All right, next we've got some skating ones. Ollie whilst moving. That is a heavy Menti B that I would like to change, that I would like to accomplish. That would be good. Fakey shove it, finally, because we spent so long on that last time. And then find out more about top step evals. I want to find out a bit more about those and what they do and how I can get one. And then we've just got video ideas, like totals. It's okay to disagree, and nothing lasts forever. So they are 2 little video ideas. Nothing lasts forever, sort of, nothing does last forever. If you're in a bad situation, don't worry, because it doesn't last forever. If you're in a good situation, learn to appreciate what it is. Pretty much that, but I'll just stretch it out to like a 10-minute long video. And then it's okay to disagree. Sort of just realise that everyone's not out to get you. And see, I could just put it in this video. Like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, that's that. I'm very performative. So we're going to the gym tomorrow. We've got a chest day. Good old Monday. We've got a chest day tomorrow. Tomorrow will be exactly 1 week since we hit 90 kg for one. So we're going to cut now to tomorrow. And I'll see you in the morning. Because it is pissing down. And I've got to get home because these fucking flies are in my cat. Good morning, people. We are here yet again in my bedroom now. Good morning. It is currently Monday morning. Last night we went to the seafront and we wrote down a list of things that we want to get accomplished by the end of this week. And we're going to see which ones we can tick off right now. Okay, so we commence on 20th of October. Today is the 20th of October. It's all guns blazing. Now, what can we work towards to accomplish today that will benefit us within the next week? Now, we have got film or post a vlog. We are filming a vlog. 19.5k followers, which we will work towards as we are streaming tonight. Post a TikTok every day we can work towards by posting a TikTok. 85 kg for 3. I'm hopefully going to get that done today. If not, when else do I bench? If not today, then Friday. Ollie whilst moving, fakey shove it. I don't know, I'm hoping to skate today. However, the weather yesterday was absolutely abhorrent. It was just pissing down, so I don't know how that's going to go. Find out more about the top step evals. We can do that. I'll probably do that as soon as I get back from the gym. And have a winning trade. If we take a trade today, I will show you, and I will show you the execution, the confirmation confluences, and everything. So stay tuned. And also, we are off to the gym in T-minus, hopefully about 15 minutes, so which is why I'm rushing this recording. But I've thought of a new sort of structure for the vlogs. Instead of sort of doing one vlog about one thing, I thought instead of trying to stretch one thing into an entire day, I'm going to have little individual chapters scattered about this video, and it's going to be a very simple but powerful explanation of what I want to speak about fully. So rather than, making a whole long-winded video, making a whole, just this, that, and the other, and it being really long and it taking ages and you having to sit through like 8 minutes of nothing just to get to what the title's about, I was thinking I'd have individual little chapters which you can skip to at any point in the video. We're going to post one video a week, and it is going to be probably about 45 minutes long, so which is what you're watching now, and it's going to be more impactful, and I believe it will help you. So this chapter, which we're going to finish today, is called Respecting Your Last Name. What do I mean by respecting your last name? Right, we are back from the gym, and sad to say, we got 85 for 2, went for a third one, and we held it there. We held it there about halfway up for a solid 15-20 seconds, and yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Respect your last name. What does this mean? What am I talking about? Why are you watching this video right now? Well, for one thing, I don't know why you're watching this video right now, okay? You clicked on it. Which means you either know me and you know what my videos are about. Just cut straight to the pep talk. Now, respect your last name. What does this mean? It's been something that's been on my mind recently, especially with current events, everything going on. It's basically just means don't take bullshit from people. Don't let yourself get fucked about by people. Now, that's pretty much face value. It's just so many times I've lost self-respect for myself out of wanting to please other people, and that's just something that ends here. It ends here. It's not happening anymore. You've got to put yourself first, which is something that I've sort of never really done, but I've always been one to try. If I can do something to sacrifice a little part to make someone else's life better, I would do. Like, reluctantly saying yes to something that you didn't want to do, or feeling pressured to do something but just giving in because it's easier. No, right? Sounds like a pep talk. Call me Captain America, whoop-de-doo. You need to learn to be yourself. Not be yourself for just the way you act, Know what you want. Have the balls enough to have your own opinion which is something, be able to stand up for what you believe in. So many times, like so much influence goes on nowadays in the outside world, whether it's through phone, news, social media, just talking to people. And there's so many contrasting thoughts going on. And you're thinking, oh my God, like so many people believe so many different things. You need to look at all of that and make a personalized decision of what you want to follow. Whether it be something to do with religion or something to do with politics, or instead of blindly following one group just because it's easy or because you've been born into it, take all of it in a logical approach and come up with something for yourself. It'll be like, yeah, I like some parts of this, but not many parts of that. Instead of, I feel like we're going off course, but the point is respect your last name. Do things that you know are going to make you proud. If you think, if I do this thing, will I look back in a couple days or a couple weeks and think, why did I do that? Why did I didn't do that? I didn't get anything out of that. And it was purely just for the happiness and satisfaction of someone else. If you can do that without taking anything away from yourself, fine, do it. It's good to be nice to people. I know, I like doing nice things. But it gets to a point where you wear yourself so thin trying to please other people that you yourself end up not happy. And it's like, you're the only person living your life at the end of the day. Don't waste it. Literally, I can't stress you enough how much it doesn't matter to other people. Respect your last name. What goals could we have gotten done today? See, now I'm looking at this. Like I said, we failed 85 for 3. We got it for 2 because I wouldn't have moved up to it unless 80 felt all right. I got 80 for 5. No problem. No questions asked. Post to TikToks every day. We've done a post. We've done a brand affiliate one with the little geezer holding a cup. Become live manager, we've had a message saying they'd love to, however they can't, unfortunately, because I'm currently with another agency, so it's just something that you've just got to wait, unfortunately, until I personally have got to wait another 9 days until I can fully be like employed from it. Have a winning trade, I haven't even looked at the charts today, it's a Monday, so never normally trade on Mondays. Couldn't do any skating today, bit annoying, but if you'd have seen my TikTok story, it is absolutely fucking hammering it down outside. Film and post a vlog, we're still filming and posting a vlog. 85 for 3 is gonna have to be, hopefully, I've got my fingers crossed, hopefully it's gonna be Friday, because if it's not Friday, we don't have another chest day until Monday, which means our weekly goal isn't gonna get hit. And that's not what you like, is it? Because I like my goals to get hit. 19.5k followers. Time of recording this, like we said, we are at 18.8. I'm going to go live tonight in exactly 1 hour's time and see what happens from there. So yeah, I will catch up with you when there's any updates, which will likely be tomorrow. That's it for Monday. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Right, good morning people. It is officially Tuesday morning. We are waking up a little bit late because I ended up having a nap yesterday and it completely messed up my sleep. Hold on, what's my hair doing? Let's sort this fucking barnet out. Sorted, right. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I most certainly fucking can. Anyway, it is Tuesday. So, what are we looking at for today? Today we've got nothing on. I might be going around my mother's for dinner. We'll have to see. Okay, what can we tick off today? Become live manager. Right, now we've got some news on that. On Friday at 3:30, where I'm signed to another agency until the 29th, we have arranged for me to sort of learn the platform, learn the ins and outs, learn how to do it, so that when I can actually be fully into it, I can hit the ground, guns blazing, and make a shit load of money. Now, post a TikTok every day. I've got an idea for a TikTok. I don't know whether to film it on this or film it on my phone, but it's going to be a comedy sketch of when you react to people's Instagram blurts. So when people post photo dumps on Instagram and it's just the most pointless fucking shit you've ever seen in your life, I'm going to make a little comedy sketch. Sorry, is this cool? Like rule of thirds? But there's nothing going on in the background, so I may as well just be center frame. Anyway, have a winning trade. We can have a cheeky trade today. I've got some alerts set on a GJ, possible thing. My new job induction booked, primarily based on whenever I get that bloody email. Now, the skateboarding ones. It's looking like a bit of a nicer day, so we may go skating today. I'm not 100%, but it's on the cards. Now, what was I going to talk to you today about? Obviously yesterday, or about a minute ago in your time, was respecting your last name. I heavily stand by that. I thought of some things to add to that, but I thought it's sort of, sometimes less is more. Do you know what I mean? It's not about the size of the wave. It's about the motion of the ocean. It's what I've always been told. It's why I'm single, probably. So, anyway, right, moving on. We were gonna stream yesterday, but I was so tired, so we didn't end up streaming yesterday. I pressed the button. I was on there for 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I don't know. I wasn't feeling myself. I don't know what was going on. So we went out, got some food, had a nap, and then yeah, messed my sleep schedule up. However, we are off to get a cheeky Mackey's breakfast because I was thinking about it and I thought, positive reinforcement. We've got legs today, so we need some sort of an incentive to keep going. Otherwise, I'm just going to crumble. Going to go get some food, hit a cheeky leg day, and then I'll meet you back here for the talk and to show you the TikTok. Right, people, here we go. I'm going to clip you onto my my little Batman t-shirt. It's brilliant. Little Matalan. I think it was like £6-7 thereabouts. Anyway, what were we talking about today? Now, I had a couple different ideas of what I wanted to direct this chapter about. Now, if you've seen the title, if you skip to it from the description, you already know what it's about. Even in my head now, I'm still deciding. But I saw a video, and it's something that I wanted to speak about. So, there's two quotes to this, and we'll sort of explain a bit further. The first one is, people will always choose a familiar hell rather than an unfamiliar heaven. And the second one that backs this is, don't run back into a burning building just because it's cold outside. Now these sort of, you might be like, oh, well, that's fine, it's flimsy, it's weird, it's whatever. Shut up, because it does make sense. Now, you get so attached, take this from a relationship standpoint. People going back to their ex, that's choosing a familiar hell as opposed to a possible unfamiliar heaven. People do this all the time, and it's crazy because it really made me sort of think about it. Think about it like, what does this mean? How can I translate this? And it means you left a certain situation because it was bad, but because it's familiar to you, you yearn for it because you don't want to be pushed outside your comfort zone. When I'm realizing now how incredible it is to be pushed outside of your comfort zone, because not only does it get you being able to be comfortable with uncomfortableness, it just helps you grow as a person, doing things that you've never done before. I'm trying to make it my mission to do at least one thing a week that I've never done before. Never. Now, I don't know what it's going to be this week, but you've got to take risks and you've got to do things that are unfamiliar because you're never going to grow. To move on to a certain situation, you've got to leave the old self behind. I saw this clip of Tom Hardy and he's like, you remember the Flads? You remember the Flads, Tom? Yeah, I remember the Flads. You know that boy that got his foot caught in a grate and and the water kept rising? And he drowned? Yeah, what about that? Well, that wouldn't have happened to me, Tom, because I'd have said, cut it off. No, what I'm saying is, Tom, you sometimes need to cut a little bit of yourself off, no matter how much it hurts, to be able to grow. And that's end quote, if you were wondering. And it made me think. It's like, that's really true, because I was stuck on a certain situation, hyper obsessing about it for ages. And I was wondering why I wasn't growing, why I wasn't progressing, why I wasn't doing things that I wanted to do. And it's because I was still holding on to that old self. Now, I keep saying to myself, like, oh, I'm such a different person than I was at the start of the year. And that's true. But to further that, you need to fully believe it. And that takes us on to the next part. So what that means is, no matter how much it hurts, you have to completely forget a certain situation, maybe a certain person, maybe a few people that, aren't in your life anymore. And you need to be able to let go of that to move on. You've only got a certain amount of space, I've come to find. You need to get rid of some to allow room for more. And that's not always a bad thing. Half the time, it's never a bad thing. If you finally, like we were talking about earlier, if you finally stand up for yourself and stop taking shit, and you end up having people that come out of your life, you're better for it, first off. But because you've cut that bit out, you've got room for more things, for new people, for people that are going to build you up, people that have the same ambitions as you, which you would have turned away previously out of fear of discomfort and fear of it being new and something that you have never done before. Takes us on to our next part. Fake it till you make it. Something that I've been hearing a lot recently, and there's a quote. In order to fall asleep, one must first pretend to be asleep. What does this mean? This means that, like it says, pretty self-explanatory. To be able to accomplish something, you first need, before you put anything into action, you need to believe that you can do it. You need to believe that you are going to do it. Even if you fail, you need to believe that you can do it. Even if it's so ridiculously outrageous that it seems like such a long shot, you need to be unbelievably delusional, not just about your own capabilities, but about your own success, about what you want out of life. Because if you're not aiming for the top, what's the point? If you're not putting 110% into everything that you do, what's the point in doing it in the first place? Because I truly believe there is no point in doing something if you're not going to give it your all. If you half-ass something and expect full-assed results, you're delusional. And it's the bad delusional. The good delusional is believing that you can do it and believing that you're not going to stop at anything until you achieve what you want to achieve and do what you want to do, that it's almost impossible for you to mess up. Even if you do mess up, you can confidently say that you've given it 110%. How often are you able to look at a certain situation, look at something that you've wanted to accomplish and gone, yeah, even though I failed, I gave that 110% of my effort. I put everything, my heart, soul, blood, sweat and tears into this thing. How often can you genuinely say that you've put 110% into something? When you look back, there's always, it seems like there's something that you could have done that you didn't think of in the moment, or that you were too lazy to do in the moment, and ended up with a result that you weren't happy with. Why would you let that happen again? Everything that I'm doing now, whether it be live managing, my job that I've got coming up, even if it's meeting new people, put 110% into everything that you do. I did it the other day and it made me realize this. It made me think that this is what I wanted to speak about today. Because I put 110% into my gym session, even though I failed, even though I didn't get 85 for 3, I got 80 for 5, I tried it, I held that rep for 10 to 15 seconds to the point where my shoulder gave out because I knew I could. I had it in my brain. I'd not manipulated myself. I don't know how to describe it. You make yourself completely delusional about, even if it's just getting 3 reps with a higher weight, even if it is just 3 reps with a higher weight, I brainwashed myself. I was so delusional. I knew that I was going to do it. And when I didn't end up doing it, yeah, sure, I was disappointed, but I know I'm going to try even harder on Friday and I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get 85 for 3. Why? Because I believe that I can. Without belief, there is no proof of concept. There is no thought. If you doubt yourself for even a second, it's not going to happen. Think of it like dropping in on a skateboard. If anyone here has skateboarded and dropped in, you know that the more you commit to it, the safer you are, because there's no fault of you coming back. If you put your weight on your front shoulder and slam that board down onto the ground, you know that more than likely you are going to roll. Whereas if you don't, if you doubt yourself for even a split second whilst dropping in, you move your weight back a little bit, that's when the board slides out from under you and you fall flat on your ass. That can be put into real life applications and used for a variety of other different things. And once you start doing that, can you achieve what you always dreamed of? That's the difference between you and someone that doubts themselves, is the ability to do what you once thought impossible.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene, whose head or mind or what to do you means. I am the one. Do a dance on the floor in the round. Oh, dance.
Anyway, geez, it is Friday now. I didn't record Wednesday and I didn't record yesterday. I like to say I've been flat out.
I kind of have, kind of haven't. We've got some bloody things to check off because I doubt. Right, what can we check off from this list so far? It is currently Friday the 24th of October, which means we have got 2 days left to complete all of these goals. Now, there's a couple which we can't do, no fault of my own, and there's one that we could have done, fault of my own. Now, 85 kg times 3. That is going to be the aim of today because this is our last chest day of the week. And if we don't get it now, I'm going to be quite sad. Become live manager. We did it. We bloody did it. Woo! I'm very excited. I got 4 hours of sleep last night because I had my onboarding call yesterday and it just like I just can't wait to start. So, by the way, also we got up out of bed at 6:45 this morning, and we've been bopping out to tunes. It's currently 7:45, and we're nearly ready to leave for the gym. I'm not even out of bed normally at this time. All right, so I'm buzzing realistically. Okay, 19.5k followers. I doubt we're gonna do this as we did do our last ever Minecraft stream Wednesday night. Last ever Minecraft stream. It's crazy. Those of you that have like started watching me and watch my other stuff because of my Minecraft streams, it's such a weird like crossover because I did that. I did those Minecraft streams to try pay for my car that had just completely broken on me. The clutch pedal had just snapped because the cable had gone, and then the clutch had to end up being changed. So I thought, oh, how to get rich quick. I didn't think how to get rich quick. I looked and I saw a gap in the market, shall we say. I could explain it more than that, but you guys would probably get bored. And I ended up being able to pay to get my car fixed. And basically it meant my PC paid for itself, which was unbelievable. Especially because I was in college and I didn't have a job at the time. It was truly a lifesaver. So that holds a lot of sentimental value to me. The old Minecraft streams, because it's sort of, a lot happened because of it. So much happened because of it. It was my first taste of success, something I'd done outside of the system working out for me, streaming. It brought on loads of new opportunities, met loads of people from it. Went to Paris because of it. All just because I randomly decided to press start live. It's weird when you think everything that's happened, it's root cause. And you know what I mean? Because there was, so much happened. Lost a relationship over it, but I got my car fixed. I went to Paris. It was my first sort of taste of, like I said, something outside of the box working out. So overall, a net gain. So it's quite an emotional, it holds a lot of sentimental value to me. I know it's just placing blocks in a Minecraft box. Yeah, it'll always have a special place in my heart. Sort of the starting point, the first thing that worked out. Anyway. Post a TikTok every single day. I didn't do this on Wednesday, however I did yesterday, and I did Monday, and I did Tuesday. So we might just post 2 today. I've got loads of ideas. Ashwagandha, you guys know what that is? It's basically this root in like pill form that apparently de-stresses you and makes you like emotionally numb. So I'm gonna do that whole like when everything goes wrong, like your dog dies, whatever, and then you stand, but it's like, but you took an ashwagandha pill, and it's that scene from Breaking Bad where Gus Fring walks out the door, and I'm gonna do that and then merge it with the actual scene. Anyway, film and post a vlog. That's what we're doing. Have a winning trade demo. We had a GJ short, which played out in our favor on a demo account. So that's that. Induction booked for my IRL job. Tick. That is Monday and Tuesday next week, and then hopefully start getting some shifts. Ollie whilst moving and fakey shove it. I have not touched my skateboard apart from on the side of my car since last Friday. And it's really annoying because the weather has been naff. There's not been a single day where I walk outside and there hasn't been puddles. It's probably the wrong time to learn, granted, but it did annoy me a little bit. So neither of them. And then the last one, find out more about Top Step evals. We did. We've had a few good streams recently, and I invested. I got myself into a premium Discord with this guy I've been following for ages, like since the bottom, and now he's like quite well known and quite high up. So he he's my mentor basically, and we actually bought a 50k Top Step Express evaluation. So that's thick. So all I'm focusing on today is 85 kg for 3. 85 kg for 3 I will be more than happy with. So without further ado, I will see you either in the gym, because they've changed the layout and it made me very angry because it looks shit. I haven't been yet, but my mate was sending me photos yesterday and it looks... We've got a pec deck machine now, which is fucking brilliant. However, the layout looks so unoptimal. It's unbelievable. Anyway, catch you guys in a bit because I've been waffling for 6.5 minutes.
Good morning, gamers and gamettes, gooners and goonettes. It's now Sunday, so I'm going to edit this and hopefully post it tonight. What a week it's been. We managed to tick off everything apart from 19.5k. However, at the start of the week, we weren't expecting to completely stop the Minecraft streams. That was sort of a split decision because I was just hating streaming, and I don't like hating streaming. Since I streamed like Until Dawn for Neve's birthday the other day, which was really good. That was a good like 6.5 hour stream. And then I streamed Fortnite, and it's like just playing games I actually enjoy. It's just so much better. So we did 85 kg for 3. That was a very that was like the main one. That's the top one. Become Live Manager. We've done that. Day 3, and I still haven't got anybody in. I've messaged 106 people. I've had 4 responses. 3 told me to fuck off, and 1 just blocked me. So it's not going the best. However, we learn and adapt. Obviously, it's just the first week, so I don't expect to be doing incredible. Posted TikTok every day. I don't know if we have. We've posted something every day. We've posted, like, I won't be too hard on myself for that because it was, I don't know. Well, I should be, I suppose. Induction booked for my job. Yep, we start tomorrow. We got Monday and Tuesday induction, and then I've got a training thing next Sunday, so that'll be good. That's across the water. It's a while away, so that's good. Ollie whilst moving, fakey shove it. I mean, we didn't skate at all this week, so you know, find out more about Top Step evals. Yeah, we've done it, and we're back testing the motion method, the motion model, and it's starting to click. January is going very well so far, so fingers crossed. Have a winning trade. We've had multiple. I had someone NQ. I had one on GJ. I had a film and post a vlog. The final one. That's what you're seeing today. Now, I want to thank you if you have watched this far into the video, and let me know how you feel about this style of content, where it's more sort of throughout the week. Although I think I only filmed on like 4 days. I didn't film yesterday. So if I were to do it again, it would have to be like an update every single day. But then it's like I may as well just post TikToks. You know what I mean? Instead of a long form video, I may as well just post a TikTok, like recap of my day. Like people do those get ready with me, so I'm still figuring it out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I am off across the water now to not France, for my nan's birthday dinner. So that'll be fun. I'll gonna edit this tonight and then post it. So if you're seeing this on Sunday, that was my week. Week beginning the 20th of October. Those were my goals. Thank you very much for watching. Set yourself goals. That's your homework. Set yourself a goal, just one, that you want to get done by the end of the week. And make sure you respect your last name and you do said goal. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.